Okay, we're already in the gym again. We're at a different gym today, but we're still unfortunately doing an upper body workout. Maybe you guys can get a leg day video out of me. I don't know. I still need to ask the other gym if I can actually record there. But anyways, we're doing a different rep set today. We're doing the 3x3 on bench, and hopefully I can actually get the weight that I'm going for. I should be doing 145 pounds to 150 pounds for the 3x3, but I'm here late again. So this gym is 50 minutes away from my house, so that kind of threw me off a bit. But anyways, we're gonna try. And I'm also gonna do a try on haul with a new drop later in the video, so maybe I'll show you guys what I eat for dinner too. I've been locked in with my diet. So no more budak ramen late at night. No more of that. I was really obsessed with the budak ramen for a little bit. I don't know what's going on with that, but anyways, I'm not gonna do the warm-up today. No prolonged warm-up or talking. I'm just gonna show you guys the top sets on bench. Okay, this is something I literally get looked at for every single time I go into the gym. That was my chalk bag. Nothing weird going on there. It's just I crushed the chalk cube and it's now just like loose powder in a bag. Anyways, that was my first set. It was kind of rough. Second set, pretty decent, I guess. Pretty decent looking. I really like for the bar to not be falling backwards like that on my wrists, but I don't have any pain with it. And something that actually happened this past few weeks was I sprained my hand actually, but nobody noticed because the lion moves in silence, or whatever they say. Anyways, my hand is fine now. I sprained it doing muscle ups because I was an idiot and wasn't warmed up enough, and I caught the bar wrong. Muscle ups can be dangerous, guys, so just be careful. Anyways, bench was pretty good. I'm looking at my triceps in this. I've been doing skull crushers recently, so it helped a little. Okay, time for posing. The workout was decent. The 3x3 was definitely difficult, but I got a good pump, but it is pretty much gone by now, so that sucks. But anyways, I feel like my triceps have gotten a little bit bigger, but the biceps are definitely still a weak point in my opinion. I still like them, I'm just saying. Everything can be improved. I'm taking way too long in here. Yeah, I gotta go. Okay, I went to my favorite place, which is Cumberland Farms. On the way home, got my microplastic protein drink. I know I'm already cooked. The microplastics are already doing their thing in my body. They're not coming out, so they might as well. And then even more processed foods. I got these for later. I'm not gonna have these right now, but I've been craving these, so I just got them. And then you guys are gonna get mad at me about this one too. Hummus with the pretzels. I just want these. There's no real good explanation because the calorie to protein ratio is awful. It's like 10 grams of protein for almost 400 calories. Yeah, this is just me and my cravings, okay guys? Don't get mad at me. Please don't get mad at me. Yeah, I like these though. I'm gonna have my micro. Also, the lady in there was so nice. She was like asking about my eyeliner and my eyebrows, and I literally, like, I don't know if this is so socially awkward of me, but I was like, I actually dye them, and like, this is what I do for them. Like, cause I don't know, I just like, that a little bit strange of me to like go into detail about like my regimen with my eyebrows. But I don't know, people are like debating my eyebrows in the last comment section. Some of them were like, you look like a caveman. I thought that was kind of cool though, because I like being a caveman, low-key. But I don't know, some of you guys like my lighter eyebrows. I like them the way they are right now. So keeping them this way for now. The lady also told me to be safe, so I'm going to be getting out of this parking lot as soon as possible. Because I've had some bad experiences in parking lots recently. Which is a problem, because I'm about to go on a little bit of a rant really fast. But I have bad social anxiety, so I've been trying to force myself into situations alone because of my social anxiety. But it's like, I'm running into this problem, like as a young girl. That's not really a good idea. There's like exposure therapy for social anxiety, going places alone is low-key dangerous. So keep that in mind, because I've had some problems already. We're gonna have to find a better way to help our social anxiety, because this going places alone thing, I wouldn't really recommend it. I'm not gonna lie. Anyways, see you guys. Okay, what's up? We're back and we're doing something a little bit different in this video. But it's been a few days, so I actually did my 3x5 today and I got 145 pounds for my 3x5. So I made quite a jump between the sets that you just saw and now, and I think it's just because I got no sleep before I did the 3x3. Let's get to the actual reason as to why we're in my room. We're in my room because we are doing a try-on haul with some of the items I got from Breed Divinity this month, and this month we're also having a Black Friday sale, which is epic because we're gonna get bigger discounts for Breed Divinity, and I like the stuff that's dropping a lot. More bodysuits. You guys know I'm obsessed with the freaking bodysuits, and something you might be able to pick up on if you watch all my bench. I post a lot of bench just all the time. I'm usually wearing something when I bench that's like a bodysuit or something that's like looser around my actual chest and rib cage, and it's because I actually have a reason for this. Is because I believe that when you wear restrictive clothing, around a sports bra or a bra, when you're benching, it's restricting your ability to expand your rib cage and really take a breath. There's some days where I'll literally just go in and you guys don't even notice, but I'll wear a Breed Divinity compression an extra small, and it's tight enough where I just don't even wear a sports bra underneath. Kill me if you think it's weird. I don't think it's weird. I'm there to bench press and to get better at benching, and if I think that wearing a tight sports bra underneath is affecting it, then I'm not going to wear one, because all I care about is hitting a 200-pound bench press. I am doing anything that I can do to get there, including not wearing a sports bra. And I understand that when you have bigger chests, you need support, which I understand completely. All I'm saying is that you should just try to find something that's less restrictive and less just tight while still giving you enough support. And why I like the bodysuits, because going back to this, is because it has a built-in sports bra basically. So it has padding in the front, so you're not poking through, I guess. But there's no restriction really around the rib cage or around the back, which is great for benching. So that's why I've been wearing the bodysuits a lot when I bench. Or I'll wear a sports bra that doesn't have a lot of restriction. There's a looser band, because I really just don't. Maybe this is just my thing and I'm oversensitive to how clothing feels, especially when I'm in the gym, but I really don't like to feel restricted when I'm in the gym. I like to feel free, and I like to feel not hot either. So things with built-in sports bras, things with built-in padding, good option for when we want to feel free and powerful while we bench. Anyways, I'm gonna get into trying on some of the actual products from this month. This is actually one of the things from this month. Okay, I know you all generally already know what the bodysuits look like because I wear them all the time. But anyways, we got different colors coming out. We got pink. I usually wear black, but that's when I'm feeling evil. That's when evil Marilyn comes out. But anyways, this is what I'm talking about. It has padding in it you can remove. The biggest thing about this though, I'm totally not flexing, by the way, totally, is see how there's nothing on my back? It's literally just, that's my pure back right there. That's what I'm talking about with the lack of restriction, because there's nothing really keeping me in here. I'm wearing a size small, so if you have more going on up here, I definitely recommend getting a bigger size. I also just like wearing the bodysuits because I'm pretty bad at planning outfits sometimes, I feel with colors and everything. So wearing a bodysuit just takes that away for me, that choice, because I don't make the right choice often. So also, we got the black bodysuit. This is the one I wore today for my 3x5. Let me know which one is your favorite, by the way, in the comment section. We also have a light blue bodysuit, which is new this month. I know it looks like I got a gender reveal or something colors for this. These are just the colors that I picked out and I liked. I like light pink and light blue, so I like this color a lot. It's very different. Very different from what I usually wear. I'm usually just aura farming in the black clothing, but sometimes I like to feel whimsical. And this is kind of Cinderella color vibe. You get the jacket I got in gray. This is its own thing. It's not. Then we got the matching shorts. This is a men's, not a women's, so I have an extra small in this. Hope you guys can't see my feet, but I have sweatpants on. I don't know, I like wearing the color black. I usually gravitate towards that. Okay, got the compression shirt on now. One of the short sleeve compressions. This is what I was talking about, because these are thick enough. These are thick enough and tight enough in the chest where, like, I don't have a lot going on up here, so I can get away with not wearing a sports bra under them and not, like, having people, like, notice that I'm not really wearing one. Because it's, like, compressive enough in itself where it kind of acts like a sports bra. So sometimes on bench day, I just won't wear a sports bra under a compression shirt and I get away with it. So I'm wearing one right now, but I'm just letting you know that's like one of the methods that I use for bench. In case any of you guys were wondering. These are the gray sweatpants. Pretty freaking cool. If I ever have to go to like an event or something and make a public appearance, I think that somebody is going to have to like help me get dressed for it. Or I might just have to wear like a bodysuit or something. Or just all black. Because like you can't really go wrong with all black. It's when the colors start coming in is when I start having problems. Because like I'll be like, this color looks cool. And then this one looks cool too. And I'm like, I'll just wear them both. And then they just don't work together. But like individually, I'm like, these colors are cool. So I'm going to wear them. But then that's just like not how it works. And I end up looking weird. So... guys always get on me about the hands. I've been doing these hands pre-Breed Divinity. Before I even knew what Breed Divinity was, I swear I've been doing stuff with my hands. It's like weird. I always do this one pose where I'm like standing to the back. I'm like standing to the back like this and I start going like this with my hand randomly. I don't know. Like I get that it's like kind of like trademarked for Breed Divinity. People have been making fun of it, but I really do feel like people should use their fingers more when they pose. And be like, not like this, but you know what I mean. Last but not least, we got the zip up hoodie. Coolest thing about this thing is this little thing right here. This is usually the outfit that you'll see me in at the gym. I'm usually wearing something like ridiculously, like kind of like comically oversized, especially on leg day. I don't know. Sometimes, like, having my actual legs exposed before they have a pump, it just, like, I'm not gonna lie, it gets me insecure, so I, like, hide them until I'm, like, I definitely got some blood going on. Anyways, that's all for the haul, but I don't know, I might talk to you guys for a little bit more. This is basically an all-talking video. I know a lot of you are probably gonna be disappointed, but that's okay, because I want to speak. Where are we, you might ask? We are in my canopy bed that is all pink. And my vibe that's going on here with the Breed Divinity is not really matching, but to me it all makes sense. I don't know, like I prefer to dress kind of like in like the all dark stuff, but like my room that I like to like return to at night is basically all pink. And I used to have flowers everywhere, but now I don't have the flowers everywhere because those are going to be going into the room with my computer that I'm going to do streaming from, so basically tore all the decorations out of my room, put in there. Anyways, I don't really know exactly what I wanted to talk about here. I kind of was talking about something in the car on the day of my 3x3 where I had like the cookies and whatever, and about like my problems, I think, with like trying to like do exposure therapy almost to like deal with social anxiety, because people are right when they say like going and doing things on your own and just kind of like forcing yourself to do things like makes you used to them, obviously, and like helps with the social anxiety. But mine has been made like so much worse because I tried doing that, because that advice I feel like can work if you are maybe not a girl. I'm not really sure, because I've had a lot of negative experiences with trying to like go and do things on my own recently. Well, not recently, like within the past few months. Like this sounds so sad, but I promise it's not sad. Like this is all a part of my method to like stop my anxiety or whatever. So like I took myself to the movies alone, because like I never go to the movies, and I'm like, I'll just be a lone Sigma and I'll go on my own. So I went to the movies on my own. Of course, I'm coming out of the movie theater as a lone girl, and there's just groups of teenage boys, always the teenage boys, just like walking, you know, and they're just like trailing behind me in my car, weird. Obviously trying to like spook me or do something, whatever. I try to take myself out to eat. Same thing happens whenever I go out alone anywhere. Usually some kind of situation happens. I took myself to Chipotle twice, and both times I walk out, and I had one time I had a car stop right next to me as I was trying to walk to my car and get in. Like fully stop, roll down the window. Yeah, it's rough out here. It's rough out here trying to, well, social anxiety is hard in general, like just talking to people and kind of like handling those interactions. But then like there's another level when you're like just like afraid for your safety. So like I'm just like cooked basically is what I'm trying to say. But anyways, I'm trying to not let that stop me, and I'm trying to just talk to people more at the places I know are safe, like the gyms that I go to and just people I already know, trying to like talk to them more and just kind of like let my guard down with people. Like I always have this like thing in my head, like before I say things, it's like I'll literally run through the entire like conversation and things that they could respond with and things that I would respond with and just like how they would interpret it. And like I'm just like constantly trying to make sure that I don't offend people with my tone or like whatever, and that causes like a lot of anxiety and just like really just never really being able to be in the present moment with literally anyone or any conversation ever, because I'm just really worried about how people like perceive me. I always have, this is partially because of how I dress in the gym, but and like how I just like act and how I like lift, but I kind of have been told that I like am scary or something in real life just because I'm always have like this like scowl on. I'm like I don't know. I always have this like scowl. So I'm really always trying to make sure that when people do talk to me, it's like I'm really trying hard to make them not like to fight this like probably like preconceived idea that they have of me. But that like makes it so I just have all this anxiety constantly just like festering, and always kind of watching my body language, always like watching myself, trying to make sure that people aren't getting this like image of me that I don't want them to have. But at the end of the day, it's like that's like what I naturally do. And fighting against like making those like faces I make and like just how I like sit and how I move my body language, like it takes constant effort and observation and awareness to fix that. And so it just like ends up wasting a lot of my energy, and I don't really think it's worth it. I think that you should probably, as long as you're not doing anything crazy, I don't think it's really worth it to try to like fight just like your natural body language. And I think that you shouldn't really have to take action and take it upon yourself to make sure that other people don't have this like interpretation of you that's bad. Because if people are like assuming, like if they look at me and they just assume that I'm like a terrible, like evil, I know evil Marilyn is like a joke, but if they like genuinely think that I'm like evil and all these like bad things about me just based off of how I look and they don't even get to know me or talk to me, that's their problem. And it's like not mine or your responsibility to like fix how they think of you. Because if they think bad things about you and they don't even know you at all, they haven't even had one conversation with you, it says more about them than it does about you. And it's not your place to fix that and make them think differently. And that's something I've been thinking a lot about recently, because especially with like content creation and everything, like everyone sees me online and they like know surface level, or some of you guys watch my videos, you definitely know more about me. But a lot of people make assumptions about you without really knowing a lot about you. And usually a lot of the time it can be negative, but it's not really your responsibility. It's definitely not your responsibility to take it upon yourself and take your energy and stress yourself out to prove them wrong. That's something I've dealt with a lot, is like this whole idea of getting people to like respect me or to have this idea of me or to like not think that I'm like this like whatever evil or like weak person. But that like so many times has like driven me into a hole. The injury was a lot of things. The back injury was caused by a lot of things, but I would say like a good portion of it too was just trying to like prove something to other people and prove that I was like not weak and all this stuff. And I already knew that like I knew that my lifts were impressive, but I just wanted to show it to other people and really push the boundaries with like what I could do. And obviously that led to an injury. And I would say now, like I still want to prove myself, but it's definitely like a kind of different approach that I'm taking to that. Like I basically just want to prove to myself that I can come back from being at ground zero with my injury, because before I wanted to hit all these numbers to like impress other people and just like go crazy at a powerlifting meet. Now I want to see if I can just take myself from literally below rock bottom, because like I didn't just fall back to like where I was when I started lifting. I was below it. I couldn't even do things that I could do when I like right off the bat that I could do when I was like, I could deadlift maybe 180 when I started lifting. When I got injured, I couldn't even deadlift 95 pounds. So it took me below where I was before. And I'm sure, you know, muscle memory, obviously helps with like getting back, but still like a lot of the things now that I care about and like I do are for myself only, and to like prove to myself that I can do it. Because really, like, it makes no sense to me, like, if another person doesn't even know you fully as a person ever, like, we're lucky if we find usually one person in a lifetime that we could like say really knows us as a person. It may be like we could take their opinion because they really know you, but a lot of people never get that. And certainly like random people at your gym, at your high school, at your college, random, even friends that you're close with, they don't really know you and they don't know everything that went into making you who you are, and they don't know what goes on behind closed doors. They don't know what you're thinking. They don't know what bothers you. So you shouldn't be trying to prove yourself to these people that don't even know who you are. So I don't know, take that advice. I mean, that's the way that I think about these things. I really do. I love the gym for a lot of reasons, but another reason why is because like before I got into the gym, I couldn't even like make eye contact with people. Like that was like a huge thing that people would point out about me, and like that was like one of the things that people kind of make fun of me for sometimes, is because I could like barely hold eye contact with people in conversations because I was just so afraid. And like I've said this before, but a lot of people like think when I say things like what I'm about to say, it's just pertaining to the gym, but it's not. When you get good at something and when you like feel confident about how like being knowledgeable in a certain subject, like, or being good at something, like if you're good at carpentry, if you're good at art, if you're good at writing, if you know about a lot about geology, if you're good at something and you're confident in something, it doesn't have to be the gym, it doesn't have to be physical. It can be mental, it can be just a raw talent that you have for something. If you pursue it and you get good enough at it and you get confident from it, even if it's not something that directly alters your physical appearance and makes you like look more aesthetic like the gym would, it still is going to bleed into your like daily encounters and your just confidence when talking to other people. When you talk to other people and you know that you're good at something, you're confident, you're competent at something, it makes part of you feel like you're unshakable in a way. Like, yeah, you can make fun of me about, I don't know, like for me, you can make fun of me because I don't know how to color coordinate some of my outfits. But you can't make fun of me about the gym, about some of my lifts, about my knowledge on how to train. Even though I don't train optimally, I know I'm not training optimally, but I know how to do it. So you can make fun of me, say, Marilyn, oh my God, your outfit, why are you wearing brown with like yellow or something? Like, why are you wearing brown and yellow, Marilyn? Like, and I'm like, yeah, you can say that about my outfit, but you can't be mean to me about my bench press because I know my bench press is good and I don't really care about anything else besides bench. When you're obsessed with something, it's like nothing else. Everything's just like boom, 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 like insults. Anyways, I think that's enough talking for this video. I think I got enough. I got enough said. Some of my thoughts out there. I really appreciate it. Anyways, love you guys. Thank you guys for being here. And I'll see you guys in the next video, okay? I really want to go for that 1 rep. Not a 1 rep max because I don't know if I'm going to be able to surpass my previous max, but I'm basically at the point where I'm matching my last PR. So I'll see you all in that video. Anyways, thank you guys for being here. Love you guys, and goodbye. Bye-bye.